Have you ever paused to ask yourself why men behave the way they do? What really drives their actions, emotions, and decisions? There are some lesser-known psychological truths about men that most people overlook. And once you grasp them, you'll start seeing everything differently. Stick with me because what I'm about to reveal might completely shift how you view the men in your life. Stoicism teaches us to study human nature with calm reason and thoughtful observation. And today, we're diving straight into the mind of men. These aren't just scattered facts. They're backed by research and offer a brand new lens for understanding relationships, improving communication, and even deepening self-awareness. By the end of this video, not only will you understand these 10 psychological insights, but you'll also learn how to use them wisely. Let's begin. We've all been there, trying to decode someone's thoughts, wondering why they act a certain way, or how to connect on a deeper level. Understanding male psychology can feel like cracking a complicated code. Frustrating, isn't it? But here's the good news. Once you learn how men process the world, it's like unlocking a cheat code for better relationships, smoother communication, and fewer misunderstandings. The problem is, most people don't even know these psychological facts exist. But you're about to. Fact 1. Men process emotions differently. Did you know the male brain processes emotions in a different way than the female brain? Studies show that the amygdala, the brain's emotional center, functions differently in men. That doesn't mean men feel less. They're just less likely to express emotion outwardly. Instead, they internalize. Let's break it down. Society teaches men to appear tough, to hold it all in. Vulnerability, often seen as weakness. So when he goes quiet or pulls away, it's not detachment. It's his way of dealing with emotions privately. Picture this. He's had a stressful day at work. Instead of venting, he disappears into the garage to work with his tools. While that might seem distant, it's actually his method of coping. When you offer space and patience, you're not being ignored, you're being supportive. You're showing trust. Fact 2. Men prioritize respect over love. Love is important to men, no doubt, but studies suggest respect often matters even more. When a man feels disrespected, it hits deep, sometimes deeper than a lack of affection. And respect isn't just what you say, it's how you say it. Listening to his ideas, appreciating his efforts, avoiding unnecessary criticism. These all show him he's valued. Think about this. He plans a weekend getaway, but things don't go exactly right. Instead of pointing out what went wrong, try focusing on the effort. A simple, "I appreciate how much thought you put into this," can go a long way. Respect like that builds emotional connection at the core. Fact 3. Men are wired to solve problems. When you share a problem, a man's instinct is to fix it. That's not a lack of empathy. It's how his mind works. Here's what helps. Before opening up, say, "I'm not looking for advice. I just need someone to listen." Changes everything. Imagine you're venting about your job. Instead of getting annoyed when he jumps into solution mode, know that it's how he shows care. You can guide the moment gently. "Thanks for the suggestions. I just needed to talk this through." That way, he feels helpful, and you get the emotional support you're looking for. Fact 4. Men tie self-worth to achievement. A man's identity is often wrapped up in what he accomplishes. Whether it's career success, personal goals, or providing for others, achievement fuels his confidence. Let's say he gets promoted. That win boosts his sense of self. But if he loses a job, it can shake his entire foundation. So what can you do? Celebrate the wins, big and small. Even saying, "I'm proud of the effort you've put into this," can uplift him more than you know. And in tough times, remind him that his value goes beyond titles and tasks. It lies in who he is, not just what he does. Fact 5. Men need downtime to recharge. You've probably noticed. Many men turn to solo hobbies to unwind. Whether it's watching sports, gaming, or tinkering in the garage, this time alone isn't avoidance. It's restoration. Downtime acts like a mental reset. It helps process stress and maintain emotional balance. Respecting that space can actually bring you closer. So the next time he's deep into a video game after work, try not to take it personally. Think of it as self-care. Giving him room to recharge shows understanding and strengthens the relationship overall. And if you occasionally show interest in what he's doing, even better. That shared connection builds intimacy without pressure. Fact 6. Men thrive on appreciation. A simple thank you means more to him than you might realize. When men feel like their efforts are seen, they feel valued. Often, they won't ask for appreciation, but they feel its absence. Whether he fixes something around the house or supports you in a tough moment, recognizing his contribution reinforces his purpose. You don't have to go over the top. A sincere, "I noticed what you did, and it meant a lot," can be incredibly powerful. Fact 7. Men communicate differently. Men's communication tends to be action-oriented and direct. They talk to resolve, not always to emotionally process. So if you're sharing something important, don't be afraid to say exactly what you need. Be clear. If you need support, say so. If you want advice, ask. When you match clarity with empathy, the conversation flows with less tension and more understanding. Fact 8. Men are visually tuned in. Men absorb visual cues quickly. It's part of how their brain is wired. But it's not just about physical attraction. They'll notice what you wore on a special day or how you smiled in a moment of joy. Use this to your advantage. Add visual intention to moments. Plan a surprise dinner or something you know he likes, or simply be expressive. These thoughtful, visual touches resonate deeply. Fact 9. Men often fear failure. Underneath a confident exterior, many men wrestle with the fear of failure. It's one of the biggest emotional weights they carry. This fear shapes decisions, relationships, and risk-taking. That's why reassurance matters. When you believe in his abilities, even when he doesn't, it helps him face challenges head-on. Phrases like, "I believe in you," or "You've got what it takes," are fuel. They help quiet the fear and empower growth. Fact 10. Men are driven by purpose. Purpose gives men emotional stability and motivation. Whether it's excelling at work, supporting their family, or building something personal, purpose is the fuel that keeps them moving forward. So when a man finds joy in a project, hobby, or mission, support it. Cheer for his progress. Ask questions. Be part of the journey. Encouragement builds trust and brings you closer. When you bring these truths together, something powerful happens. Men no longer seem like mysteries to decode. They become fully human, shaped by challenges, emotions, and needs just like anyone else. It's not about changing who they are. It's about understanding how they function and aligning with their inner world. With this insight, you can build stronger, more empathetic, and truly fulfilling relationships. If this resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives like this, or check out our next video to keep uncovering the truths behind human nature.